Right, you lot. Gather round, cause today we're diving into Twisted Labyrinth, or SBMM, or as I like to call it, How to Ruin Game 101. You've been lied to, manipulated, and dropped into matches that feel like unpaid internships. Why? Because someone decided fun should take a backseat to spreadsheets. Oh, I've got some spicy truths for you today. But before I get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. It helps the channel grow and lets me keep ranting about absurdity of modern gaming. Right, let's crack on. First things first, SBMM isn't about making games fun for you. It's about making games profitable for them. Developers love to dress it up as fairness, but let's call it what it really is. A control mechanism to keep you grinding, raging, and reaching for your wallet. Think about it. The moment you start doing well, game decides, oh no, can't let them feel too good about themselves. Suddenly you're in a lobby where every player looks like they're auditioning for an esports team, and you're left questioning your life choices. Why? Because frustration keeps you hooked. It's psychological manipulation, plain and simple. And don't get me started on casual gamer argument. They say SBMM is for players who just want to have fun. But if you're sweating bullets every match, is that really fun? Nah, mate. It's corporate chokehold disguised as compassion. Casual players aren't asking for SBMM. They're asking not to get stomped by pros. Big difference. Oh, and let's address elephant in room. Call of Duty. People love to say, but can't use this SBMM. Wrong. That's engagement optimized matchmaking, or EOMM, which is like SBMM on steroids. Instead of balancing skill, it's balancing your wallet. So who benefits? Not you, not me. Publishers. They get to maximize playtime, sell more skins, and keep the precious retention stats up. SBMM is less about your experience and more about their bottom line. So let's break down why SBMM is about as effective as a chocolate teapot. Concept sounds noble. Match players are similar skills, so everyone has a fair fight. But in practice, it's a hot mess. For starters, SBMM assumes skill is static, like you're always playing at the same level. Spoiler alert, you're not. Some days you're on fire, hitting every headshot like you're in Matrix. Other days you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. SBMM doesn't account for this. It just shoves you into lobbies based on some arbitrary outdated data point. Then there's pacing issue. Have you noticed how inconsistent games feel? One match's an easy breezy stomp fest. Next, you're getting bodied by people who have the crosshairs surgically implanted. That's SBMM at work, luring you in with a win, then serving you a loss to balance experience. It's a psychological yo-yo, and it's exhausting. Let's talk about classic one-size-fits-all approach. SBMM assumes everyone's idea of fun is the same. Spoiler, it's not. Some players thrive on high-pressure situations, while others just want to chill and have a laugh with their mates. But with SBMM, you're locked into sweatbox, whether you like it or not. Lastly, cherry on top, it kills learning curve. Back in the day, you'd face all sorts of opponents. Some better, some worse, and you'd improve naturally. Now, you're boxed into a tiny skill bracket, never facing anyone significantly better than you, so you're stuck spinning your wheels. Growth? Nah, mate, not allowed. SBMM's idea of fairness is a joke. Instead of creating diverse dynamic matches, it's turned gaming into an endless grind of manufactured mediocrity. If that's not a recipe of boredom, I don't know what is. Now let's set records straight about the difference between SBMM and EOMM, because these terms get thrown around like they're interchangeable. They're not. SBMM matches players based on skill. EOMM, or engagement optimized matchmaking, is all about keeping you emotionally invested. Call of Duty don't use SBMM. Nah, Activision's cranked it up a notch with EOMM, which is like SBMM's evil twin. Instead of focusing on fairness, it uses algorithms to manipulate your experience. It tracks your behaviour, how long you play, how much you spend, and even when you rage quit, and adjust your matches to maximise engagement. Think of it this way, EOMM isn't just looking at your KD ratio, it's looking at how much you care. If it thinks you're about to log off because you've had a rough night, it might throw you a couple of easy matches to reel you back in. But if you're smashing it, you can bet your next game is going to feel like Dark Souls boss fight. And it's kicker. EOMM's designed to frustrate you just enough to make you spend money. Lose a few matches in a row and suddenly that shiny new weapon skin looks like a moral boost you can't resist. And guess what? you just got played. But biggest issue with both systems? The killing spirit of gaming. Back in day, matchmaking was simple. You queued up, got thrown into a random lobby, and had no idea what to expect. Sometimes you dominate, other times you get wrecked. And that unpredictability? That's what made it fun. Nah, everything's so sanitized and optimized that it feels like you're playing against a spreadsheet, not other humans. Whether it's SBMM or EOMM, both systems are more concerned with player retention than player enjoyment. So next time someone says SBMM is essential for modern gaming, ask them, essential for who? Because it sure as hell ain't us. Now let's flip coin and talk about why it's also a thorn inside of developers, even if they won't admit it. For starters, implementing SBMM is expensive. These matchmaking systems don't run on fairy dust. They require complex algorithms, constant updates, and heaps of data to function. And guess who foots bill for that? Developers. Or, more accurately, gamers who buy game and get stuck with microtransactions. Lovely, innit? But here's real kicker. SBMM drives players away just as much as it keeps them hooked. Think about it. Nobody likes feeling like they're being manipulated. Hardcore players hate skill brackets because they never get a break, while casuals hate feeling like punching bags for tryhards. Developers are essentially alienating two major demographics at the same time. It's a lose-lose situation. Then there's PR nightmare. Every time a game announces it's using SBMM, backlash is deafening. Gamers don't want matchmaking systems treating them like lab rats. They want matchmaking that's simple, fair, and here's a wild thought, fun. From a gameplay perspective, SBMM also discourages innovation. Developers start designing games around these systems instead of focusing on creating unique, engaging experiences. Maps, weapons, mechanics get balanced for algorithm, not for player. That's why modern shooters often feel so bland and formulaic. Everything's been engineered for consistency, not creativity. And here's ultimate irony. SBMM often creates very toxicity it's meant to avoid. Constantly putting players on edge of the skill level breeds frustration, rage quitting, and let's be honest, some truly vile chat messages. Developers think they're protecting players with SBMM, but in reality, they're just stoking fire. So to all devs out there clinging to SBMM like it's holy grail, take a step back and remember what made gaming great in first place. Spoiler, it wasn't over-engineered matchmaking systems. And that's a wrap, folks. I want to hear from you. And your team SBMM is trash? Or do you think it actually has its place in gaming? Drop your thoughts and questions or rants in comments below. And who knows, might just feature your take in a video. Now before you leg it, do me a solid. Smash that like button, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss another glorious rant. Remember, every click helps this channel grow and keeps gaming discussions alive. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.